Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the literal architecture of our anatomy. We're talking about connective tissues. These unsung heroes don't just hold us together. Their diverse components and specific classifications are literally what make complex human anatomy possible in the first place.
Seriously though, what keeps your body from just collapsing into a disorganized puddle of cells on the floor? How do your muscles actually anchor to your skeleton? And how does your body maintain its structural integrity when it's under constant physical stress? Okay, let's dive into this. Connective tissue is exactly what it sounds like. It's specialized tissue that connects and binds different cells and organs together. But, it's not just some simple biological glue. It's an incredibly complex network that relies heavily on an extracellular matrix to hold major structures, like your tendons, firmly in place.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with the body's living glue, then examine 4 key classifications. We'll look at the flexible matrix of cartilage, the dense framework of bones, the cushions of adipose, and finally, blood, the fluid tissue.
All right, part 1, the body's living glue.
Moving right along to part 2, cartilage, the flexible matrix.
Do me a favor and literally touch the outside of your ear right now. Feel that? You're actually interacting with a prime, tactile example of supporting connective tissue. That firm but highly bendable structure is the pinna, and it is made entirely of cartilage. So cartilage is formally classified as a supportive connective tissue. And what gives it those unique, bendable properties you just felt is its specialized extracellular matrix. Because it has a very limited firm ground substance, it's able to form this flexible, semi-solid matrix. It gives you shape without the brittle rigidity of a standard skeleton.
Which brings us to part 3, bones, our dense framework. Now, let's shift gears from that flexible ear cartilage to a much more rigid reality. When we examine the internal longitudinal structure of a bone, we're seeing a highly structured, living architecture. Bone relies on a rigid, calcified extracellular matrix, which is constantly being maintained and remodeled by your body to sustain our incredibly dense framework. It is absolutely not just a dead stick inside you. When we break down the classification of this architecture, bone basically comes in 2 distinct forms. You have the dense, compact outer layer, and then the internal, spongy, cancellous bone. And both of these rely on highly specialized cellular components, specifically osteoblasts and osteocytes, to build and maintain this calcified framework. It's kind of like a massive biological construction site. All right, on to part 4, adipose, cushions and storage.
So, biologically speaking, adipose is classified as a highly specialized loose connective tissue. And what is really fascinating here is the cellular makeup. You've got these tightly packed adipocytes dominating the tissue space, effectively acting as our body's built-in shock absorbers. And adipose plays these absolutely crucial dual roles. Structurally, it provides the necessary physical cushions to protect your vital organs from trauma. But metabolically, it acts as an incredibly dynamic energy reserve, actively storing fat until your body needs to draw upon it. It's way more than just passive insulation.
And finally, part 5, blood, the fluid tissue.
Okay, I know it might seem totally counterintuitive to group a flowing liquid with solid bone, but blood is scientifically classified as a fluid connective tissue. It fits the definition perfectly because it connects various body systems by transporting cells, nutrients, and signaling molecules across vast biological distances inside you.
Breaking blood down into its fundamental components really reveals this connective nature. You've got the cellular elements, red blood cells, white blood cells, and those little cell fragments known as platelets. But unlike bone or cartilage, these components are suspended in a fluid ground substance called plasma. That's what allows it to flow continuously while serving its essential connective role.
It really is a stunning testament to biological adaptation. I mean, if liquid blood and rock-solid bone belong to the exact same tissue family, differentiated only by their unique matrices and cellular components, what other completely surprising anatomical connections exist hidden right there inside of you? Keep questioning your world, guys, and keep learning.